She was the first female owner of a major league franchise, and in an era of baseball turbulence, her stewardship helped ensure that the Cardinals survived and stayed in St. Louis. This is the story of Helene Hathaway Britton, a soft-spoken but trailblazing team owner. Helene Hathaway Robinson Britton was born on January 30th, 1879, in Cleveland, Ohio. Her father, Frank, and Uncle Stanley Robinson owned the Cleveland Spiders, then a team in the National League. In 1899, the Robinson brothers purchased another NL team, the St. Louis Cardinals. They moved their best players, including future Hall of Famers Jesse Burkett and Cy Young, from the Spiders to the Cardinals. After the 1899 season, the National League removed the Spiders. Her father died in 1909, and 3 years later. So did her uncle. Stanley Robinson left her 3/4 of his estate, including the St. Louis Cardinals franchise. She named Frederick Abercrombie, the treasurer of the Cardinals, as the executor of the will. However, Abercrombie challenged the will. She then named Edward Steininger, the president of the Cardinals, as the administrator of the estate. Britton began attending meetings of National League owners, to the dismay of many, including Charlie Ebbets of the Dodgers and Harry Hempstead of the Giants. Her detractors derisively called her a matron magnate. She was a woman, and the other owners, all male, thought that she was only babysitting the team until it could be sold to a male buyer. Offers from outside the league were also persistent, with the intent to probably move it to another city. But she was determined to do well. In 1911, she renamed League Park to Robinson Park to honor her uncle. The team also made a profit of $165,000, part of which she used to pay the club's debts. She also signed Roger Bresnahan as player manager. This relationship, however, did not last long, as Bresnahan continuously undermined her. In 1912, Bresnahan moved the team's spring training location without bothering to consult her. She also felt that Bresnahan didn't want to win to hasten the team's sale. When Britton questioned Bresnahan's strategy after the team blew a game, he exploded. "No woman can tell me how to play a ball game." This animosity soon became public, and she fired him after the season. During that time, she also sued Steininger, the Cardinals' president. He had been defying Britton's wishes and refused to share details of the business with her. In June 1912, Steininger resigned and Britton assumed full control of the team. Britton then hired Miller Huggins as the new player manager. The following year, her husband Schuyler Britton was elected president of the team, with Helene as vice president. But a different kind of trouble soon arrived. The upstart Federal League had the St. Louis Terriers, and it soon ate up part of the Cardinals' market share. And when peace talks with the new league began, the other owners exerted more pressure for her to sell. Britton refused all offers. In 1916, she separated from her husband and filed for divorce. During the divorce proceedings, she testified her husband had squandered her fortune. Her husband resigned as team president, and Britton finally assumed the title of president of the St. Louis Cardinals. By the end of 1916, she was willing to sell the team, but at a fair price, not the lowball offers she had been receiving. She finally agreed to sell for $350,000, or the equivalent of $8.6 million in today's money. After the sale, Branch Rickey took over as president of the team. After leaving the Cardinals, she moved to Massachusetts and remarried. In 1922, Edith Dunn would follow Britton's path and become majority owner of the Cleveland Indians. During Britton's tenure, her teams weren't World Series contenders. Their best year was in 1914, when the team finished third. Overall, they had a record of 402 wins and 509 losses for a winning percentage of 44.13%. But her contribution to the team was not winning championships. It was stability and survival. When the Federal League brought another major league team to St. Louis, there was a real chance that the Cardinals would be sold and likely moved to another city, or the team would just fold up. Britton ensured the Cardinals survived and stayed in St. Louis. She also laid the foundation for a future great Cardinals team by drafting a young Rogers Hornsby. Britton died on January 8, 1950. She was 70. Thank you for watching. Can you think of other people in baseball who broke barriers like Helene Britton did? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps a lot.